Mr. Speaker, the county revenue system. Mr. Speaker, we used to have people like Jambo Pay, Safaricom. You know, we were asking, Mr. Speaker, you remember during, and I know you have been practicing in this town, when NMS, no, Mr. Speaker, Senate Speaker has been a senior practitioner in this Nairobi city. Why is the retired Jai referring that you have been practicing in Eldoret? I think he needs some information. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, what I wanted to say, in the last session, during NMS, you are aware that the revenue collection was partnership with KRA. Their organizations are Jambo Pay. Jambo Pay, there was Safaricom. No one is telling us. Counties are hiring revenue systems. And I know the chairperson of Special Public Investment Committee will tell us later in his contribution. No one knows how much is being paid through agency fee. If Safaricom is collecting, if Jambo Pay is collecting, Mr. Speaker, if KRA is collecting, we need transparency and we need value for money, Mr. Speaker. Because we were seeing even in a county, I don't know which county was it Kuala or Kilifi, where the agency fee was more than half of what they are collecting. And I don't think it is fair, Mr. Speaker, in terms of the county treasury, even as we do the system, it must be simple, transparent, and verifiable. And Mr. Speaker, the best practice we can borrow is from KRA. I know to some of us, KRA is not a good name to listen to, but it is the one that collects our revenue on behalf of all of us. And therefore, we should start, and I want to say, even as we outsource the system, we must request counties to do automatic revenue system. Even in your county, Bomet County, for example, Mr. Speaker, must be told if they are using automated revenue system and how much agency fee are you paying, Mr. Speaker. And that is why most counties are going for I think they are using a principle that you shoot at the sun and land on the moon. For example, Nandi, according to CRA, I'm trying to recall the Bomet revenue potential. For example, Nandi, CRA revenue potential that we should collect per year is 630 million. But normally we are not going beyond 300 million. It means there is a lot of leakages, there is a lot of corruption, there is a lot of ineffectiveness. Mr. Speaker, sometimes you are told the systems are down when you want to pay for any of these source revenue, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, this finally, in number 3 point, Mr. Speaker, is the county secretary shall submit copies of the quarterly statement and report to the Senate and the National Treasury. I think this will allow transparency and accountability so that we know when Jambo Pay, for example, is collecting for Meru County, how much are they collecting and how much agency fees are they taking? If, for example, Safaricom is collecting on behalf of Makueni County, how much are they charging, how much are they raising, and how much is the agency fee, and what is the contractual obligation? That is what we really want to see. Number 2, Mr. Speaker, when you submit these reports to county assemblies, because county assemblies are the primary oversight, Mr. Speaker. They are supposed to do the primary oversight. They are supposed to be part of the oversight to ensure the collection revenue system is up to par, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, I agree with this statement that we must submit to the Senate and National Assembly, not National Treasury, and to the Senate and the National Treasury, Mr. Speaker, and also to county assembly. I know some people, when they listen to National Treasury, will say that we are undermining the devolution. We are just borrowing best practices. But I don't see the need, on another flip side, Senator Amida, as you consult, I know the minority leader was airborne the other week, maybe he's telling you the fairy stories of the sojourn and the journey across the world. But Mr. Speaker, I would be requesting that, why should you submit to National Treasury? We just submit to County Assembly and the Senate. Because if we submit, those are enough so that we don't see that national government is overreaching the functions of devolution, Mr. Speaker. And finally, the county assemblies, we must build the capacity of county assembly. Mr. Speaker, my only concern, and you know I'm the biggest supporter of MCAs, even as we give these powers to members of county assembly, can they stop being rubber stamp of governors? Because sometimes we give them powers, you go to a function, an MCA stands, and becomes a public relations officer of a governor. I saw that one in Vihiga County.